Hey guys, OMAD here. So it's been a couple weeks since I've done a video, and I have to say I genuinely appreciate all of you that have reached out to me to check on me, to make sure I'm okay, to find out why I'm not doing videos, etc. And I've gotten some inspirations from some of you. So I titled this video Confession Time because it is. I have a few things to say. First of all, I like the background. I thought I'd do something more holiday-ish, right? And relaxing and comfy, cozy for those of you in colder climates. Of course, I'm in Nevada, which one wouldn't consider a colder climate, but it has been rather cold here lately. So I need this too. So some of you have said that you miss my weekly videos, and that you want me to keep going and doing them. Basically, this is kind of where I'm at, you guys. I kind of felt like I've covered just about every topic there is to cover on OMAD, and I feel like over the course of the last 2 years, yes, it's been almost 2 years, there isn't a whole lot more to say. I mean, I'm almost to my goal weight. I'm probably about 15 pounds away, which isn't, you know, if I get there, great. If I don't, I'm fine with that. So I don't have the daily struggles so much to talk about as I once did. And on top of that, it's 2020. Yes, it's the end of 2020, but it's been one heck of a 2020. And the holidays are upon us. And this virus, it has just gone crazy everywhere. The numbers are spiking out of control. There's so much going on, and I just felt almost, I guess the word is guilty, to come on here and preach to people about not eating and losing weight with everything else that's going on in the world. I just felt like that was almost wrong, if I'm being honest. It just felt wrong. Like, you know, I should be telling people, eat, enjoy life. It's short. Things are tough. It's hard right now. And the holidays are coming. And for a lot of people, that's an exciting, wonderful time. But for just as many people, it's a very sad and very hard time. And I want to be supportive for everybody. And I know there's plenty of people that watch this video that don't celebrate the holidays or not, you know, don't recognize them, and that's fine too. And I'm not trying to single anybody out, of course, but this can be a very hard time for people on a good year. And this year has not been such a great year for anybody. So I've been going back and forth to be just trying to figure out, should I continue this? Should I shut my mouth for a while? Should I wait till after the new year and try again? You know, maybe come back. Let's start fresh on a new year. And then somebody said to me, but this is when we need the voice of reason, and this is when we need somebody, a cheerleader, and somebody in our corner who's upbeat and excited and trying to show us how to live healthy. And maybe that's true, but at the same time, I feel like I don't know, you guys. I really have been torn about this. I really have. And I've gone back and forth in my own mind so much that I managed to talk myself out of doing these videos, to be honest. And I kind of talked myself into just shutting up and fading into the background. Because there's just too much. It's too much. There's too much going on in the world, and I can't fix it. I don't have the answers. I'm struggling myself these days. Things are tough, and I don't want to get on here and be fake, and I don't want to get on here and say life is wonderful and oh my gosh, I'm doing so great, and OMAD is easy, and you know, while everything feels like it's crashing around you, don't eat. You know what I mean? It just seems really disingenuous, and that's not who I am. And I didn't want to come off that way. So am I doing great on OMAD? No, I'm not doing great, but I'm not doing awful. I mean, I'm not gaining weight, but I'm not really losing either. I wouldn't say that I'm plateauing because I haven't been doing OMAD every single day. I just haven't. I've been stressed out and I've been eating and, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day, not full meals, but, like I'll have a bite of this or a bite of that, within the hours that I should be fasting. It's not adding weight because I'm not eating that many calories. It's just that I'm not sticking strictly to OMAD every day. I do it more often than not, though, still, which is why I'm not gaining a ton of weight. But it's just, it's tough. It's tough. And I felt like I owed you guys at least an explanation of where I'm coming from and why I've kind of vanished a little bit. So that's why. And the outpouring of people wanting to know what's going on and why I'm not making these videos every week has been really overwhelming and touching. And I appreciate so much the obvious outpouring of support. It's just been wonderful. I did have somebody reach out to me with a comment that made me think, okay, maybe that's something I should touch on. And that was this person's trying to lose weight and their partner is not being super supportive and is super insecure about it and thinking that they're trying to lose weight to attract other people, as opposed to it being just about them. The partner is making it more about, you're not satisfied with your partner and you're trying to look better so you can attract others. And I'm sure that's more common than we like to think it is. What I said to that person and what I'm going to say here is you can't try to get healthy and lose weight for somebody else because you won't succeed. You have to do it for yourself. And this kind of goes to our previous videos about having a why, a very strong why. And I've said this numerous times in the past, your why can't be because you want to attract somebody else or you want to lose weight for your spouse. That's not, or your partner. That's just not a strong enough why. It's not internal enough. On the same token, you're not, for most of us, losing this weight is about getting healthy. It's about being on this planet longer. It's about being on this planet longer, but being healthy and able to interact on this planet, right? For a lot of us, there's some vanity there. We want to look better. We want to look younger. We want to, but we want to feel better. And if your spouse or your partner is not supportive because they're of their own insecurities, and in my view, that is totally about their own insecurities when they can't support you in wanting to get healthy and they can't see it through your eyes. They can't see that you're doing this for you as well as for your loved ones so that you can be there for them. A lot of people can't see that. And that's sad. It's very sad to me, but it shouldn't stop you from getting healthy. It just shouldn't. It shouldn't be a deterrent. You need to do this for you, and you need to dig deep down and find a reason that you're doing this that's strong enough to keep you on this path. And we've talked about having a strong why so many times, but we haven't talked about the lack of support from a spouse or a partner. And I know that's got to be hard. I'm single, and you guys all know that, so I don't have that dynamic to deal with, but I know many, many people do. And it occurred to me that I hadn't addressed that because that's not part of my daily existence anymore. I was married for 15 years, and I totally get that. And I went through my ups and downs and my yo-yo dieting during that time too. But I didn't have that issue. I didn't have the issue of the partner being insecure about my wanting to lose weight. But I know a lot of you do. And I just want to let you know that it isn't that uncommon, that there's a lot of folks that carry their own insecurities and they can't help but put those on you. I mean, it is what it is. You're not going to change that. The only way to change that is to proceed, to lose the weight, to get healthy and stay with that partner, right? To show them that you didn't do this to attract somebody else, that you did this so that you can be there for them longer, right? And maybe having that conversation could be helpful. this particular person, and I'm trying really hard not to use a name here, but this particular person said that it's sad that they don't have the support of their partner, and it would make life so much easier if they did. And that's the reality, is it would make life easier if you had that support. But unfortunately, we don't get that support all the time. We just don't. And is that a reason to leave that partner? No, of course not. It just makes the challenge a little bit harder for you. But you can get through that. As hard as it may be. And again, that some people say, an old saying, the best revenge is a life well lived. And in this case, it's, proving basically to your partner that once you've lost the weight and you've gotten healthy, that you're still there and that you really did do it, not to attract somebody else, but to be there for that person in a healthy way, right? And for much longer than maybe you would have had you not lost weight. So just, food for thought. I just wanted to touch on that topic because it was brought to my attention, and I realized I hadn't really talked about it. But the confession part of this whole video was basically just to let you know where my head's been at and why I haven't made videos the last couple weeks. And it isn't that I'm too busy, because I'm not. It's that I'm feeling guilty. I'm just feeling like there's so much going on in the world. And do I really want to be that voice that comes on your screen and says, don't eat, with everything else that's going on in your life? Do I really want to do that? For the most part, the answer is no, I don't. I don't want to do that, because for a lot of us, at least people in my age group, I know that food is a comfort thing and has always been a comfort thing and a stress thing. And we turn to it for our own internal comfort and to relieve our own internal stress. And with everything that's happening in the world, do I want to be the one to say you can't even have that? I mean, sure, the right thing is, no, you shouldn't turn to food for comfort or to relieve stress. That isn't the right way to handle it. Of course it isn't. I just don't know if I want to be the person to say that right now. I don't want to be the person to add to your stress levels. I don't want to be the person to take away your comfort. Because Lord knows we all need some comfort right now. Life is tough. Life is tough. 2020 is just something that even the fiction writers couldn't have written. And proof is in the pudding, right? Life is stranger than fiction. Here we are. We're living proof of that this year. This year is coming to an end, and it can't happen fast enough, in my opinion. And all we can do is pray that 2021 is a much better year for all of us. And hopefully it will be. But what is your guys' thought? Do you think that it's helpful for me to come on here every week, with the big smile saying, hey, don't eat? Is that helpful? Is it? Or does it just add to your stress these days? I don't want to add to your stress. I don't want to be that person. And that's kind of how I feel in a nutshell. Let me know your thoughts. Post below. Post over on Facebook, Debbie OMAD. We will do this together. And let me know if I'm totally crazy or if you see my point. And let me know what you want to hear about and what you want to see. And if you even want me to keep doing these videos. I mean, I will. I absolutely will, but only if they're helpful. Because there's no point in making them if they're just adding stress to people's lives. To me, that's counterproductive and morally wrong. So that's where I'm at. Love you guys. And again, thank you so much to all of you that reached out to check on me and to let me know how you're doing, because that matters. It does matter to me. All right. Mwah. Hope to see some comments here and on Facebook. Talk soon. Bye.